So the first thing I do is put a towel over the ironing board. Then I unbutton my shirt all the way, open it up, and put the layer of cloth that I want to iron it onto on the ironing board. Smooth it out as much as possible because otherwise you're going to iron wrinkles into the shirt. I know that sounds ironic, but it's true. And then position my patch. Next, I take a clean t-shirt and I lay it out over the patch in the work shirt where I want to iron. I do this so that I don't burn the Dickies work shirt or the patch and to keep everything uniform. Spread it out, get it as smooth as possible, checking the location one more time, covering it up, and now it's time for the iron. Now I take my iron set to high after it's been warming up for about 5 minutes and I place it over the t-shirt where the patch is. Now you'll notice that I'm holding the iron in one spot at first and then I'll start to kind of move it around. Basically we want to get that patch as hot as possible and melt that glue on the back of the patch so that it sticks to our Dickies work shirt as best as possible. And I basically just keep ironing it and ironing it and ironing it until I feel like the patch is heated up enough to melt that glue properly into the Dickies work shirt. Now you'll see when I lift up the iron to remove the t-shirt and peek at the patch beneath, there's smoke coming off of the t-shirt. That means that we're getting it super hot and the iron-on is ironing properly onto the shirt, so the glue is melting really well. Now we're going back in and doing some more ironing. And here's a little trick that I do. After you've ironed it long enough and you feel that it's extremely hot, take a book and put the book on it and press onto the book as hard as you can while that patch is cooling so that that glue is getting extremely worked into the work shirt and back into the back of the patch. Okay, so now we're done with side one, the front of the shirt. Now I can remove the t-shirt and flip the Dickies work shirt onto the reverse side so that we're looking at the inside of the shirt and the back of the patch. Now it's time to iron the back of the patch in the inside of the shirt. So once again, I'm flattening out the Dickies shirt as much as possible and preparing it to put my t-shirt over it and start the ironing. Okay, here comes the t-shirt. And here comes the iron. Okay, so we're basically just doing the same thing that we did to the front of the shirt. Now we're doing it to the back of the shirt. We're applying as much heat and as much pressure as we can to get that glue to melt and adhere the patch to the Dickies work shirt. And the t-shirt is placed over the Dickies work shirt so that we don't burn anything. Okay, so now that we've applied the iron and the pressure for a super long time, it's super hot under there. So that glue is completely melted. Now we're going to set the iron to the side, grab our book, and again place as much pressure as you can until it's cooled so that that glue gets completely adhered to the patch and the Dickies work shirt. And you'll notice that I'm holding the book and the pressure on there until the shirt's cooled down enough to where the glue is adhered both to the patch and the shirt. And that's pretty much how I iron my patches onto my Dickies Work Shirts. I know this isn't the type of video that I usually do, but I had a request from a friend to make this video so that he could start doing it himself. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.